So Charles Wicker has been helping with the committee all along and with the Toastmasters event since we first hatched the idea of DUUCTalks. Tonight he is serving as our Master of Ceremonies. Charles was raised in Memphis, Tennessee, a town he calls the Buckle of the Bible Belt, in a loving Church of Christ family. He moved to Texas to go to college at Abilene Christian University, graduating from there with a degree in mass communication journalism. Later on, he found employment in Dallas and has lived there ever since. A lover of music and a culinary creator, Charles enjoys yoga, biking, photography, and golf. He owns and operates an audiovisual and travel company and is currently the president of the Old Lake Highlands Neighborhood Association. The light of his life is his 15-year-old daughter, Lily, who is a freshman at Lake Highlands. And Charles has a very special presentation for us tonight. Delivering his presentation entitled In the Narthex Now, Mr. Charles Wicker.
Thank you, Kim, for that wonderful introduction that I wrote. My aha moment came about 18 months ago when I first attended this church. That particular Sunday was All Souls Sunday. I got it. Thank you. And that's where the people bring mementos, photographs, things, and put them up here in the front, and we light a candle in memory of those that have gone on before. I sat up there on the back row over there and cried like a virtual baby, and the reason for that's just a whole other story, but suffice it to say that I was deeply impressed with a service that seemed to cherry pick what seems to me to be a Catholic ceremony, and I really was deeply moved by it, and I was impressed with the way the church made it their own. And it was so much more than the argumentative coffee drinkers I was expecting to find. So to progress through my membership here, I met with Charles McCullum next, and he defended the UU faith extremely admirably. And then I got introduced to Tracy McShann and Sharon Thompson, and they got me plugged into the subgroups here at the church with I got acoustic music circle that we meet once a month, and then I got in my neighborhood circle, which was a small group discussion that was extremely beneficial and made a lot of good relationships there. And then I met my new BFF, Fritz Kuhn, who shares with me Native American spirituality. Aho, Matakiasan. Later on, I met Jeanne Powers, who facilitated a grief circle group that I participated in. So I believe the church is a shining example of the golden rule, which is do unto others before they do unto you. But I also think that this is a church that can take a joke and has a sense of humor. I think it's a church that strives after people's well-being and their happiness, and I think it suspends judgment in a lot of ways, and I think that's crucial because I think judgment creates separation, and separation creates a lack of encouragement, a lack of love, and a lack of compassion. That's when you meet people here, they often say, I'm a recovering Catholic or I'm a recovering Baptist. Not that there's, those institutions do a lot of good work in this world, and but sometimes they're just, I think they're tough on folks. So one of the great things about joining a new church is learning the lexicon of the church. And one of the great new words I got to learn was narthex. And narthex is the foyer there, the atrium that's just outside the doors there. One day I was talking to my friend John Paul Smith. I said, Colonel, are you going to be at... Oh, well, actually, you might know him better as the future Mr. Kim Kendrick. But I said, John Paul, are you going to be at church this Sunday? He says, yeah, I'm going to be there. I'll meet you in the narthex. And that just struck me as funny. And I've always got a song in my head, and a song that came into my head was In the Jailhouse Now, for some reason. So I changed the words to that, and I coupled it with some low-hanging persecution fruit there that's out there, and wrote this parody song, and I'd like to sing it for you now. Try to take a little sip of... I got a friend named Baptist Bill who went to church of his free will every Wednesday and twice on Sundays. The church found out his son was gay. They didn't care he was born that way and suggested conversion therapy. He's in the Narthex now. He's in the Narthex now. Bill told him to the face, being gay ain't no disgrace. He's in the Narthex now. I got a friend named Bartholomew, by all accounts a pretty good Jew, but it's true he loves his barbecue. Smoked ribs and all things swine. The rabbi said that's no way to dine. You keep this up and we will censor you. He's in the Narthex now. He's in the Narthex now. He'll tell you once or twice you don't have to believe in Jesus Christ. He's in the Narthex now. I got a friend named Mary Myrtle, who all her life was extremely fertile. Had 10 kids and that is all she's worth. Started using birth control. The priest said it's not your role to decide how many kids you'll birth. She's in the Narthex now. She's in the Narthex now. She says that's in the past. The Catholic Church can kiss my grass. She's in the Narthex now. They're in the Narthex now. They're in the Narthex now. They're standing side by side, happy that they've turned the tide. They're in the Narthex now. I tell you it's the best. I hope I see you in the Narthex next. I'm in the Narthex now. Well, that was fun. Thank you very much.